Times were tough, so I sold my soul. And I don't think I'll ever regain control. Devil looked me in the eye, now I look the other way. What else could I do? I just stared at the doorway, knew I'd rather be drunk with you.
Hey Internet, Dracofunk here. Welcome back to the Reusable Space Program, Season 3, Episode 9. And I need to start off by apologizing because you may have noticed we are with Space Truck 4 and it is back in orbit of Kerbal. And it has mostly filled the fuel tanks. And that's a little bit of a continuity error. That's what. So last we left, the mining ship was on Minmus and was going to fly back to Minmus Station to fill the fuel tanks. And I did that. And then I flew the space truck back to Kerbal. And then I went to go stop the recording and realized I hadn't started it. So, here we are. We are back at the space truck stop, and the fuel tanks have been mostly filled. That's the word. And we are coming in to place them onto the tank apparatus truss thing of the space truck stop. There are 3 solar panels there. I don't have one of them extended. I'm pretty sure I did that just in case I crashed into the station or something. But the first one is the big LOX tank, and then I'm going to put the monoprop tank on the end. And it seems like I'm doing this in a weird fashion, but there is going to be another liquid tank that goes on the other side. And then there's going to be like a little passenger compartment for all the Kerbals to stay on that other section, or it can be for if we need to take a bunch of Kerbals to some other place. Now, I've noticed something. Space Truck 4 is not going to be able to do this docking maneuver because of the engine placement. So I'm going to try and do it by just the momentum. But what I failed to realize is at this point the station is actually kind of spinning. And I'm trying to get it going, and I realize it's just not going to work out. Now, if I would have been really smart, I would have just kept it connected and flown away, and then went and got one of the other space trucks. But that's not what I did. I just let the tank go loose. So now I'm just going to have Space Truck 4 dock with the truck stop, and I'll get one of the other space trucks to go and retrieve that tank and attach it to the station. Hopefully it doesn't get too far away. It's kind of floating away. There we go. All right. So here we have Mohat in Space Truck 6. And it's a little bit better. It's going to have a lot easier time of putting that tank where I need to be. Except the tank is going it's kind of getting far away. Need to start watching my monoprop. I don't want to repeat of Space Truck 4. Right now, I'm just focused on docking with this tank. There we go. And we're kind of far away. Yeah, kind of far away. Yeah, we're kind of far away. That's yeah. Well, so if I would have been smart, I could have parked Space Truck. What is that? Space Truck 6? Or wait, no, this is Space Truck 6. Space Truck 4, that's what it was. Either way, I could have docked this space truck, and then had this one come and remove the tank, and it would have been a lot easier and saved us all a lot of trouble. But oh well, it's fine. I realize though that I'm going to need a reoccurring mission to fill this. There's already another big liquid fuel tank in orbit of Kerbal that I'm going to get filled and bring back here. But I'm going to need a dedicated another set of fuel tanks that are basically going to go back and forth between Minmus and the space truck stop. And that's how I'm going to have to keep everything fueled. But hey, Space Truck 6 Mohat has got the tank in place, and now she just needs to redock with the truck stop. I do plan on sending up some more updated docking ports so the space trucks can actually all fit. But we have space truck, one of the space trucks. Is it Space Truck 5 that's out of monopropellant? And Space Truck 8 that needs to be repaired. All right. And now we can get everybody refill everybody's everything. That is the whole point of the space truck stop, is to refill everybody's everything. Just like a real truck stop. Not bad. So, yeah, as you can see, I'm already pretty low on fuel. So, but that's okay, because we're going to go back and get some more fuel from Minmus. And I'll be launching some more tanks. I may do a half and half Lox tank and mono tank, so I have 3 dedicated liquid tanks going to and from Minmus, and probably do probably do 2 dedicated runs. Maybe, I don't know. I could just do 2 liquid tanks plus a combo tank. But this is Space Truck 1, and this is its first time coming into the truck stop. It's, what is it? Henfrey has been in the Duna system for quite some time. Alright, get yourself aligned. And trying to get all the markers aligned on the nav ball. And there we are. It's currently 5 space trucks at the truck stop. Space Truck 2 is still in Kerbal orbit waiting to head to Duna. Who else are we missing? Who else are we missing? Space Truck 8, of course, is waiting to land. And Space Truck 3 is out of monopropellant. So we need something. We need a maintenance ship. Now, I had originally planned on designing a dedicated maintenance ship, but I realized something. And that is, at Enterprise Station, there is the old Mun Miner. We can use that as a maintenance craft. But before we do that, right here, launching now, is the old deorbiter probe that we have used a couple times. Ooh. Those boosters might have exploded. Anyway, this is the old deorbiter probe, and we are going to use it to land Space Truck 8. So we are just going to circularize this orbit. Came in at a really shallow I'm just going to get this circularized, and that way I can land the booster. And skipping most of that, as you can see, the booster is able to land safely in the water. I haven't really shown any of my booster landings. In fact, most of my boosters I haven't actually, got around to landing yet. And I really need to clean up my orbit. Oh, there. That way I can go into the tracking station and get everything recovered. Okay, so here we are. Now, the whole point of this little probe is to rendezvous with another spaceship, dock with it, and then bring it back down into the atmosphere, and it has parachutes attached. Oh, there we are. And there is Space Truck 8. So do I dock on the front or the back? I'm very sad about this ship. I don't really know what caused it to have that weird oscillation, and I don't know what I really need to do to make sure that oscillation doesn't come back. Alright, let's see. I'm going to try and shut down one of the engines. And just see how badly... Okay, pretty badly is the answer. Alright, let's bring in the solar panels. Now, my goal kind of was to bring this down closer to the KSC, and I failed miserably. And part of that was I waited too... I did the retro burn too early, and I forgot it was my intention to kind of burn on the way down, trying to just to slow as much as possible, because it doesn't have a lot of thermal protection, and I really didn't want anything to explode as it entered the atmosphere. And because of this, I did not make it all the way to the KSC. I started to get afraid that I was going to land on the ground, but I'm over water. Everything is fine. I mean, as fine as it was before. It's a broken ship. We're going to land in the ocean upside down. Awesome. Sorry, Millery and Maxis. But the good news is you are back down, and we can attempt to fix your ship and get it relaunched. Unfortunately, it's probably going to take a little bit of time, so we're going to have to launch a replacement space truck in the meantime. So in the future, we will be launching Space Truck 9. And as soon as it is conceivable, Space Truck 8, once it's repaired, can go back up and hopefully be successful. But here we have Scherner in Space Truck 3. Now it's time to finish all the jobs we have for the Kerbal system. So we still have the liquid oxygen tank and the passenger. I don't want to say passenger tank because that just doesn't seem right. But we have the other big liquid tank and the passenger tank. But Space Truck 3 is going to go get the big liquid tank and then fly to Minmus and get it filled. And there it is. So, now just coming in and docking. Let's see. I realize this episode is going to be somewhat longer. I know the last couple ones have been kind of short. That's just how they turned out to be, and this one ended up being a little bit longer, mainly because of docking the tanks, where I kind of messed that up. But we had a lot to do, and I had envisioned that this series would only be, not the season, but like this series of getting the space truck stop built would be done by episode 10. And it's going to be close. So I don't think we're going to be quite done by episode 10. I think it's going to go one more. And I have two other main goals I have for this season. I'm really excited for. So I planned on doing this season for three main things. And the first one is the space trucks, and to get the space truck stop built and in service. And we have achieved that. The second goal is I think it's time that the Reusable Space Program has Space Tourist. Alright, so Space Truck 3 is on its way to Minmus. But, as I said, here's the original Mun Miner that's kind of obsolete because it ended up just being too small and not efficient. And I think it's time we repurpose this craft as the maintenance ship. So its first job will be to go and rescue Space Truck 4? No, 5. It's 5, right? That sounds about right. It's been so long now since the first Space Truck episode that I don't remember who we're looking for. I feel like it's Space Truck 5. Jed Rod is in Space Truck 5. Yes, it's Space Truck 5. So, I say so a lot. There is Space Truck 5. That does not have any monoprop. So here we are. Now the question is, do I transfer monoprop or tow it? Let's see, there we are docked. Let's just transfer, and I'm going to have to remember Space Truck 5 does not have enough internal monoprop. Unfortunately, it's been so long that I'm going to need to do a whole new rendezvous. It's too far away from the truck stop. They were in a pretty similar orbit, so what we're going to do is actually step down the orbit to a 100-kilometer orbit and then do the home and transfer from there, because the space truck stop is in a 225-kilometer orbit. And then I will also bring the maintenance ship back to the space truck stop, because that is where it is going to live from now on, and is really going to be the main customer of from the LOX tank over at the truck stop, as all the space trucks right now use nuclear engines. All right, now just see if we can actually, it's going to dock where Space Truck 3 was. There we go. Probably should bring in the solar panels. All right. And there we are. We are docked. I kind of blacked out there for a second. Oof. I don't know why my video blacked out there. But hey, we get back 5 more space trucks, and we're going to stop there and like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.